Welcome everybody back to the channel. We got another round for you here from Local Pro Disc Golf. Got a PDGA Flex Start here at Burleson, Texas at Bailey Lake Disc Golf Course. Quick shout out to Ideal Disc for running the event. As you can tell, it's pretty windy out there, but let's jump right into it. Got hole 1 here, par 3, 343 feet. Gotta stay left of the big tower right there on the right. There's a Mando right there. Pretty much all of us are going to be playing the forehand or thumber just to stay away from that Mando. First we got myself here going forehand. Hung it out a little left, but it's going to get a good skip. Going to give me I think it's circle edge putt. Next on the box, got Steven Van Ripper. Call him Little Stevie. He's going to show us the thumber here. It's pretty good. Gets pushed out a little left, and a bad tree reaction is going to roll him out. Probably about 50 feet. Got Dusty Eubanks here. Going to show us another thumber. Wind plays with that one a little bit. He's going to end up on the left side as well. Last on the box here, we got my boy Colby Cobb. Doesn't get out much to play disc golf anymore, but he's the actual guy that showed me how to play disc golf. He's going to rip out a forehand here, get a good skip. He's throwing his cloud breaker there. He's going to get a good putt at it. See what Dusty's got here. A little low there. Wind's pushing it down. I remember we had a pretty nasty tailwind on this hole. Steven gave it a good bid. Just comes up a little hair short. See if Colby can get us started with a birdie here. Same. The wind's just pushing it down. Last hope for the birdie here on 1. Myself. See if we can put it in the chains. Yeah, that wind just dropped it. Should be some just cleanups right here, routine. Oh, nasty. A little right side. Should have stuck though. Steven sneaks it over the cage there. Good par save. And just cleanups there. Moving on, hole 2, par 3, 260. It's see those skinny trees down there on the right. It's tucked in there. Can't really see it from the tee pad here. Basically just going to be playing a forehand, trying to dump it in there on the right. It's looked good out of my hand. Just comes up a hair long. Should have a putt though. See if Steven can get it in there, that gap there. He also hangs out a little wide. Gets a pretty good skip back in there. He should have a putt at it. Next we got Colby. Comes up a hair short. I think he went with his Justice there. I think that's why he came up a little short. We got Dusty. I think he's going to go with the thumber over the top. Yeah, let's see if he can drop it in there. I do remember this one, yeah, swinging out a little long left. He's going to have a tricky putt over there. See if Colby can get on the board here. Just a hair short. Tickle the chains. And Dusty's got this tricky up. Little forehand. It should be tapping in. Alright, we got about a 20 footer here. Little obstructed. Remember those little vines right there were kind of getting me. Not a good effort there. So if Steven can get us on the board, first birdie of the round. Ooh, sneaks that one in there. I also have to mention this is probably one of the first times Steven, Colby, probably Dusty's been filmed on PDGA round. So kind of nerves a little bit are in play, but we're here to have a little fun today. Steven went up the left side with the forehand. Got knocked down a little bit. I'm going to try to go on the outside with the backhand. Hits the guardian trees. Doesn't get the skip through. Colby's also going to try to take that outside route. Hangs it out a little wide. Doesn't get the greatest of skips. He's going to be over there by me. Dusty with another thumber. Going over the top. A little wide. It's going to be about 30-40 feet on the left over there. Steven, probably just a layup here. Gets a bad roll though. It's going to leave a little meat on the bone. Next, we got myself here. About 40 feet. Got that tailwind here again. Still just not getting it to the chains. See if Colby can get it there. He saw my line. We got Dusty from about 45. Solid. Great putt. Little cleanups here for par. Good putt. Little tricky because this headwind right back into it. These aren't gimmies by any means. And Colby shows us right there. The headwind just lifted it. It's making me nervous on this putt, taking a little extra time. Colby going to tap out for the 4. Moving on. Got hole 4 here, par 3, 248. It's going to bend down there to the right. You can barely see the flag on top of the basket over there. Dusty kind of lets go a little early. He's going to be right side. Steven hangs his out left, but gets a good reaction on the ground. Skips underneath it. That's pretty much the route, though. It's going to be this bigger gap on the left side, and just let the disc drift back over. Mine plays a little knife into the hill over there. Should be good. Got Colby trying to follow that same line. Goes, I think, with that Justice again. Comes up a little short. Got Dusty here. Yeah, he ended up on the right side. Gonna have a little tricky putt here, about 45, 50 feet. And back into that headwind, just gonna lift it. Colby for about 35. Great putt. Solid. He needed that. Got Dusty tapping in 3 there, and then myself and Steven here looking at some tap in 2s. Moving on here, hole 5, par 3, 406, probably the longer, second longest hole. There's the longer one back there in the back. But you're playing out the shoot here, back into that headwind, so yeah, I turned it over. I saw that and decided to go backhand. Normally I would play the forehand. It is kind of the route for myself, but played the backhand this time. Trying to control into that headwind a little bit better. Get a good rip, but that headwind's just pushing it down. Gonna come up a little short. Next we got Colby. He's gonna try that backhand route as well. Yeah, same. The headwind just pulling it over. He actually pulled it over a little bit more than myself. He's gonna be in the rough over there on the right. Got Dusty trying to go back up the middle as well. Yeah, the headwind's just pulling it over to the right. It's not bad though, at least it's out there. I remember Steven was mad at himself at this one. Yeah, he just pulled this one over. And that headwind again. Got Colby here from the rough on the right side. He's going to try to go over the top, back into the fairway. Pretty good shot. And he's about 45 though, still coming up a little short. Here we go. This is where myself landed. And about 80 feet here. Just going to give it a soft bid, see if what happens. Ooh. Thought the headwind was going to let it glide. Give me a chance at it. Got Dusty here from similar distance. Maybe a little closer. Yeah, it's hard to back into that headwind. I think Steven's just trying to lay this one up. Trying to salvage the 4 here. Dusty, good cleanup 3. Steve and Colby with a 4, myself with a 3. And we're moving on hole 6. Looks like I messed up on a little editing here. I'm gonna re-watch these putts here. Sorry about that. Alright, now hole 6, par 3, 248. It's probably one of the shorter ones on the course. You want to get this one for sure. Playing back into that headwind a little bit, though, it's going to knock the disc down, so you got to throw it pretty hard to get it there today. And I do not. I throw it super short. Leave myself about 50 feet there. Next we got Dusty. See if he can correct off my line and actually get it to the basket. I think he disced up as well, just knowing that that headwind's just pushing it down. Gives it a good run, comes up a little short. Huge skip over to the left. He's going to leave himself about 40 feet over there. Steven going to go backhand as well. Comes up a little short. About 30 feet. See if Colby can get it closer. Goes a little wider. Still coming up a little short. It's frustrating being this far away on 248-foot hole, but it is what it is sometimes. Try to give that one a good bid. Flag saved me there. And let's see, Steven, about 45. Comes up a little short. Colby right at circle's edge here. Ooh, thought he was gonna can that one after the one on hole 4. Got Dusty here. See if we can salvage the only birdie. And he just gets off the band. A little tricky footing here on this tree as well. Sneaks it over the cage. Everybody else tapping in there for that 3. Alright, hole 7 here, par 3, 333. Probably one of the tougher holes today just because it's a Mando on the tower again. You got to stay right, and we're playing back into a headwind, and there's a creek on the right over there just off the right hand side where the trees start, about 30 feet in that tree line. So I decided to go Destroyer here just because it was a nasty headwind, like I said, and put a pin high, about, I don't know, 20 feet. See what Dusty's got here. He's going to go backhand. Looked good out of his hand. The wind just lifted it a little bit, but he came back pretty nice. He's going to be about 25. Steven's going to show us the thumber. Gets pushed down, rolls off to the right. I'm not sure. I don't think he was in danger over there of rolling into that creek. Colby gets flipped, flirting with the Mando. Comes up a little short. This is his up shot. Puts it underneath it. Gonna save 3. Good up shot. Yeah, Steven was safe over here. Just gonna pitch up. Dusty here, about 25. It's tough into that headwind. Gotta trust it in the chains. Myself, about 20 feet here. Good putt there. That one felt good. Just with, like I said, with that headwind on that hole, it was playing pretty tough today. Felt like a bonus birdie. Yeah, good cleanup there from Steven. Everybody else tapping in for their 3s. And moving on here. Got hole 8, par 3, 337. This one's going to play down. It's tucked into the left-hand side, just where those skinny trees are in the middle of the frame. If you come up short, though, you're going to be tucked off, and if you come up long, there's a bunch of thorns and stuff that you're going to play with you, and your upshot's going to be pretty tough. That was a pretty good shot out of my hand. I didn't even see it by my face reaction. I thought it was a run in the chains there. It's tough to see this one, though, just because it's, like I said, tucked in the tree so far. You can't really see it from the tee pad. Dusty's going to try that backhand as well. Gets flipped up, and he's going to find that rough back there, and yeah, he doesn't really like that. Got Steven here going the thumber. He's going to find that short side on the left. It's going to be pinched off. Going to be a tough upshot there. We got Colby trying the backhand as well. Turns it over again. But I remember this tree throws it back into the middle of the fairway. It's going to pretty have an easy upshot here. Just pitching up. Going to salvage the 3. Steven, pinched off. Going to go flick roller. This was a good shot. Going to be able to save 3 from there. We got Dusty. Back in that thick stuff. You go forehand out. And pretty good upshot as well. It's going to save the 3. So everybody's saving 3 here. Looks like myself is going to... this is where I ended up from that skip shot around the corner. Almost came back at me, but good 2 there. It was a good one to pick up as well. That one's always tough. Everybody else, like I said, is going to be saving the 3 here. Good up shots. Moving on, hole 9, par 3, 358. This one's playing pretty tough today. Like I said, playing back into that headwind. But it is pretty straight ahead. You just got to miss this one tree off the tee box. Thought the headwind was going to flip it up, but guess I just threw a little too stable. Going to put me out probably 50 feet on the left. Got Dusty here. He's going to try that backhand as well. His does gets the flip up, and he's looking really good on that one. Gonna come up a little short, but it is a good line. Steven here gonna try the flick Just gets turned over in that wind. Colby's going to go to the backhand. Just gets pushed down. He's going to have an upshot by maybe 150 feet. Similar here from Steven. Puts it up there close. Colby does as well. I do remember this. This was after the rain. It was pretty flooded out there around this hole. Luckily I found a little dry patch over here. Just a little too much. Dusty with a good 2. And that wind just lifted him. Colby to save his 3. Same thing, that wind just lifted him. It's pretty exposed on this basket with the wind right here. Dusty coming back, missing the 3 save. That's going to be a 4. Myself trying to drop in the 3 here. We got Steven dropping in his 3. Pretty disappointing for Dusty there after having the really good drive. Coming up with a 4 there, but moving on. Hole 10, par 3, 295. Again, this one's back into that headwind, playing tough today. Normally you can just go over the top and spike this one in there, but yeah, I tried that route and it just comes up a little short, just getting slammed. There is up the middle gut, but it's kind of dicey just because everything's overgrown right now. Steven's going to try the thumber over the top. Good looking line. Yeah, going to put himself about 10-15 feet right on the right side. Dusty's going to try to follow that up. Pretty much does. Going to be a little bit more right. I think he's about 20 feet. We got Colby here. He's going to try the backhand route. See if he can correct off of my shot. Looked like he did, but still going to get slammed. Come up a little short. Still got a putt here. About 45. Gonna try to give it a soft bid. It's back into that headwind again though, so it's tough. Gotta kind of give it a floater. Yeah, the wind just didn't let it drop. Colby as well, a couple feet in front of me. Yeah, I think he had a branch in his way, but he's going to save his par. Dusty from about 20. Yeah, and he's just not feeling it right now. And hits a branch on the comebacker. Going to be tapping in 4 there. It's tough after the good drive on back-to-back holes. It's me there for the 3. Got Steven here cleaning up his 2. And the putting woes are happening. Dusty for the 4. Steven gonna save his 3. But yeah, those are tough from those good drives there. Moving on, we got hole 11, par 3, 232. This one's tough to film as well because this one's tucked around the corner on the right. You're just trying to play up this gap. Excuse me. Up this gap and just around to the corner. It's pretty simple. It just plays into a bowl out there that you got to land in. Steven going over the top with his thumber. I remember this one came out a little long. Colby gonna try to cut the corner and just gets chopped down. Dusty's gonna go over the top with his thumber. I remember his just gets pushed out to the left. It's gonna be about 25-30 feet. Colby, after getting punched down, he's going to try to cut the corner with a backhand. Comes back in a frame there. He's going to be left with this for par. And it just comes up a little short. Be tapping in bogey. That was Steven coming out of the trees there. I remember he was a little long. And like I said, Dusty here, about 25-28 feet. Just gets lifted again back into that wind. Steven trying to save his 3. Kind of a little left side. Colby gonna save his 4. Almost break his ankle. I had to give a shout out on that one. Make sure you rewatch that one, everybody. It's pretty funny. This is where my drive ended up, just in the thick stuff right here on the right side of the basket. Trying to clear a little stuff over there, give me some good footing. I'm only about 28-30 feet here. Yeah, just a little weak. I'm giving any legs there. I save the 3. Steven's gonna get his 4. Dusty 3. Moving on. Okay, hole 12 here, par 3, 206. It's another little shorty, but there is water 20 feet right behind the basket. This one's pretty scary if you go long. So I ended up going short, trying to avoid that. Ended up about 30 feet short on that one. Not a great shot, but gonna get myself a putt. Dusty here, he's gonna try to correct off of that. Almost rings it up. Comes up a little short. Great shot. Got Steven here. Just a little late release there. Gonna be on the left, or excuse me, right side. Got Colby trying to get back on track here after that bogey. And comes up a little short left side. Steven here, gonna try to get his 2. Hits the branch out of his hand, gonna be tapping in 3. You can see that water now. It's pretty close to the basket. About, like I said, 25-30 feet. Colby's just sailing it. And he does end up in that water. And after seeing that, I'm a little scared as well, so got to give it a good bit here up in the chains. And just give it right into the cage. That's frustrating being one of the shorter holes out here. You got to get this one. Clean up for 3 for Steven. Dusty's pretty much a tap in. He's gonna help out Colby, see if he can find that putter in the water. Dusty with the tap in. Colby after taking his meter, gonna grab the 4 there. Moving on, hole 13, par 3, 292. Gonna go over the water here. Dusty plays it out. Just doesn't trust it over the water. Gonna end up about 35 left. I'm gonna try to give it that trust over the water that he didn't, and see if I can correct off of it. I did trust it a little too much. Gets a skip off the water and gonna be about 30 feet short, but gonna have a putt at it. Steven gonna try the thumber. And just comes up short. Let me move into the drop zone. You got Colby hanging it out wide. He trusts it even more than I did and spikes it in there nice. It's going to be about 20 feet. Steven from the drop zone. Good bid. Myself from about 30 feet. And good stick on the left side. It's a good one to pick up there. Next, I believe we got Dusty over here. Maybe about similar distance, just in the tree line. Little obstructed. Just chains out left side. It's tough with that water being so close. Steven trying to clean up here. And that's frustrating. Colby get his 2. It's a good save after the shenanigans on the last hole. And then we got Dusty tapping in his 3. Moving on here. Got hole 14, par 3, 295. Going back over the water here. You can barely see it. It kind of blends in with that house there, but just trying to play this one out wide and let it skip back. The wind's going to be playing a right to left here, so I just didn't play it wide enough. Going to be about 40 feet to the left. Didn't play that wind right. Next we got Colby. He does play it out wide, correcting off of my shot. I'm going to spike it right in there. Good shot. Next we got Dusty here. He's going to try the thumber. Almost falls and breaks his hip, but he's okay, thankfully, and he's underneath the basket, I believe. And we got Steven here trying to follow that up, and he comes up a little short, but he's still putting. There we go. Here's myself from, like I said, about 45. And that wind just takes it. You can't really tell here, but it's ripping right here coming off the water. It's pretty tough. Steven here from about 30, 35. And great putt. Gets the kiss into the chains after hitting the cage. Colby, a little frustrating putting woes today. Gonna tap in his 3. Got Dusty here. Get his good 2. That was a great shot. Moving on, hole 15, par 3, 250. It's going to play just down and to the left here. Can't really see this one. It's tucked off. Dusty's going to go over the top. This thumber. He's going to end up a little long. Got Steven trying to play the backhand route. Where his ended up was on line. He just got hit by a tree. Kind of knocked it down. I'm going to try to go a little bit wider than that and try to get around those trees. Just play the skip shot in there. And I get hit by the other tree on the right. So I'm actually stuck in a tree. And Colby here. He's trying to go the lower gap, trying to avoid getting stuck in the tree, and ends up a little long. Steven here. Kind of pinched off a little bit. It's a low ceiling. He just decides to lay up. This is myself here. Like I said, I was actually stuck in this tree above me right here. This is my mark that it gave me, and about 45. And got it to stick. It was good too. No 2-meter at this event, so good birdie to pick up there after struggling on some of the other holes back there. We got Dusty after he was a little long. Gonna get clipped by some branches. This is where he ended up trying to save his 3. Kind of blows past. Come back for the 4. Good save there. Colby for his 2. Just chain out right side. And it's going to be clean up. Colby and Steven here. Getting the 3s, moving on. Hole 16, par 4. We're playing a little bit different basket today. They're shortening this one up because of the rain. So it's playing a tent basket in the middle out there. I'm trying to play just a spike hyzer. He slipped on the pad and let the wind get exposed to it and sends it into the thick stuff over there on the right. Steven's going to play this one great here with the thumber. Just put it right in the middle. That's all you need on this hole. Playing the par 4 today, so it's a pretty easy birdie if you just put yourself in the middle. Colby trying to bite off some distance. The wind playing with it a little bit. He's going to end up on the left side. Dusty's going to try that thumber, end up in the middle as well. And he gets sent over to the right by me a little bit, but a little bit better. He's not pushed in, so he's going to go thumber again. See the basket now in the middle down there. He ends up back on that right side, and this was my bad. I didn't catch the next couple shots because unfortunately I was in the rough on the right, then rough on the left, and it's tough to film yourself when you're in the rough. So yeah, I missed the next couple shots and missed Colby's layout as well. So this is actually after he pitched out. And then we got Steven after his great drive. Almost rings it up there. And this is actually after I pitched out once, twice, 3 times. I believe I'm shooting 4 here. I can't even remember. It was a rough hole for myself. So yeah. Actually no, that was for 5. Yeah, so I'm going to be dropping in a 6 there. It was a tough hole, let's just say the least. We got, I believe this is Dusty after his thumber, trying to pitch out. Does so pretty good. He's going to be saving the 4. We got Colby here. After his pitch out, he's, I believe, getting, well, I was going to get a 4, I believe. I think that's going to be for 5 now. And then we got Steven for the great 3. After the great drive, great up. That is a good 3. Moving on here, hole 17, par 3, 321. Flick shot here from Steven. He's going to show us how it's done. Park it up. We got Dusty next with the backhand. Tailwind here, coming back, and I just get pushed out a little bit. It's going to be about 45 on the left over there. Colby's going to try to follow Steven's line. Just throws it low. Tailwind's pushing it down too. I'm also going to try to follow Steven's line here and just play it out wide, let that tailwind push it back. And I just juiced it a little too wide and don't get a skip back. So I'm about 40 feet as well over there by Dusty. Got Colby here, about 120, 130. Good upshot there, should be tapping in. Got Dusty here for about 50. And myself, actually I ended up a little closer than I thought. It's about 35. And just sailed it. Got Steven after that good drive here, trying to get his 2. Great putt. It's good coming into the stretch here after having some tough holes back there. Get back under par. Dusty there cleaning up his 3. Trying to clean this up here. Not trying to bleed any more strokes. It's a good save. We got Colby here trying to save his 3. It's a good one. And final hole here, hole 18, par 3, 365. We got Steven here trying to throw out the flick and just turns it over a little bit. It's going to be about 40 feet on the left side there. Got Dusty trying to the backhand. Sends it out there, looking good. And just gets chopped by one of the guardian trees. Colby going to try that right side as well. Comes up a little short, but he's going to be putting at it. I'm going to try that right side as well. Sawed it off a little bit. I'm going to leave myself about 40 feet. It's not where you want to be on this hole. This is where I ended up, like I said, just outside the circle here. And just left it out wide. Next we got Steven. just outside the circle as well. It looked good, just off the band. We got Colby. He's gonna try to get his 2. Off the cage. And Dusty's gonna try to get his 2 here and off the top. So everybody's gonna be finishing up with a 3 here. Just want to thank everybody for watching. Like and subscribe if you want more content, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.